Welcome, 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 kings and queens, to Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L, of Success Beyond Strategies LLC, building strategies that become successful actions, helping business owners and entrepreneurs identify their vision, mission, and purpose, turning them into successful legal business entities that makes a profit. This show is brought to you by the Man in Exchange Group, a book club, a social club of like-minded individuals with a powerful magnetic attraction that helps develop positive relationships, positive personal development, and we share wisdom and experiences in generational wealth development and wealth preservation. We have been doing the business empowerment days of the week, sharing some golden nuggets with you to have a successful and victorious week. We are on Work It Out Wednesday, and as you can tell, I had to glam up just a little bit, but today was a workout day for me. Jesus. Had some challenges I had and some hurdles I had to overcome, but I had the victory, and that's what it's about. Life is not void of challenges, situations, circumstances, plights, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But it's how you regroup. Go to my YouTube channel, Lady Vern, LadyVerne. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and hit that bell so that every day you can get some positive information for yourself and for your business, because we talked about the power found in regrouping. We're in our power series, and I've got a subject for you guys today. Now, I'm going to get some other things out the way, because this power word of today has everything to do with these next announcements. Our life-changing alliances Zoom call Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Our Zoom number is 404-333-8430. And the power word that I'm talking today, like I said, we're book club and social club. So we are in a book, and I'm going to share that book with you. But there was some nuggets I had to get up out from that book to bring to you today. You need to get that book. I'm going to show it to you in a minute so that you can get it. And when you get it, then you need to join us on that 9 o'clock call, because we go through that book. We also have our Man in Exchange Group Zoom call Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. The Zoom room is 924-039-3360. You need to go to our website, themaninexchangegroup.com, and you need to put in your information there so that you can connect to how we put together the wisdom and experiences that you can glean from generational wealth development and wealth preservation sessions that we have. Then when you've got that entity together, you got everything in place, and you're ready to look into getting some funding for your business, then you need to go to mindfulnesscreations.com. You want to understand the logistics of business credit. You want to understand how you go about getting funding. How do you prepare for funding? How do you maintain and sustain funding? You need to go to mindfulnesscreations.com, and they will be more than happy to assist you in booking consultations with you to make sure that you are getting the proper analysis. And when you're looking for that ground floor development, that ground floor infrastructure, you can go to our website, Success Beyond Strategies. That's STRATEGZ.com. Fill in your information, and we will establish a consultation with you so that we make sure that you are finishing this fourth quarter of 2022 strong and having progressed into a momentum to get you in that first quarter of 2023, because I guarantee you, you are going to need our services. With the way things is going in the financial industry, you need to touch base with us. So with that being said, the power word that I am going to go into today is the power found in profit first. Let me get the book. You said, Laverne, profits first. Yes, profits first. Having an accounting background of over 35, 40 plus years, we've gone through the traditional sales, expense, what's left over. But let me tell you, I'm sharing this with you so that when you come to our Magnet Exchange group and our Life-Changing Alliances, you can already have the book and you can jump right on in. Read about the first 25 pages of it before you come, because we're going through it, but we're taking our time with it. You can read ahead, but I guarantee you, when you come into our sessions, that's when we dig deep. It is called Profit First. Now, maybe kind of slightly tilted and backwards here, but the author's name is Mike Michalowicz, Michalowicz. You can get it on Amazon. This is what it looks like. You see how it has rent, utilities, supplies, payroll, and taxes scratched out, and profits first circled. That's exactly what it means. And he's taking us step by step. Mike is, when I tell you this is a down-to-earth author, he talks like we do. I'm saying, oh my gosh. And the name kind of implies a Polish descent, but he sound like one of us to me, the way he writes some things down, because at the end of the day, what we all go through the same thing in business. There's processes that are standard across the board of every business. And I mean, we dug in so good so far in this book, and I'm going to, it's also transform your business from a cash-eating monster to a money-making machine. That caught me right off the bat. So when our mentors, thank you, Mr. Trillions, King Craig, for referring this book to us as a necessity, because if you are developing generational wealth and wealth preservation, you need to understand the concepts that he talks about in this book. Let's go into it. Profit, the difference between making money, which is income, and taking money, which is profit. The concept is to reverse the traditional accounting equation of sales minus expense equals profit to sales minus profits equals dealing with your expenses. And your expenses included all those things that was written on the book with the line through it. Now, the profit first method is a system in which business owners take a percentage from each sale as profit. Selah, pause and think on that on this Work It Out Wednesday. The traditional profit formula deducts expenses from sales, leaving the remaining amount as profit. The profit first formula flips the script, and like we like to say it in the Magnet Exchange group, script to flip. You got to be there to understand that one. Okay? And we're leaving the profit formula flips the script, or script to flip, on how business owners typically think about accounting and budgets. Now, having an accounting background, not dissing our CPAs, y'all do what y'all do, but they report after it's been done. But Profits First records while it's being done, so that you know on a daily basis what you're bringing in, what's your profit, and what's left over for your expenses. This way, you are looking at your expenses and making sure that there aren't any leaks that we've talked about over these past sessions. Traditional bookkeeping targets profits as what's left over after you pay everything else. Now, come on, let's face it, that's how we were raised. We get that money, we give our giving to our houses of worship or our charities, and we pay them bills, and what's left over is oh well. And I used to look at some people where it's like, now wait a minute, I know they don't make as much as I do. Or if they do, or if they've had a little longevity on their job, I said, okay, I give them that. But how are they able to do these other things? To be honest, they were taking a profits first mentality without even realizing it. But what they failed to do was they didn't sit down with their expenses to know what percentage of profit up front you can take. It does make a difference, because now when you're looking at generational wealth development and wealth preservation, you're looking at your giving, you're looking at your investing and your saving, you're looking at paying yourself, then what's left over covers your expenses. So that's why you have to be wise about your expenses. You need to sit down, and I know you've heard this a trillion times, but it is what it is. You need to see what you spend on a daily basis. And when I say cut corners, I like to call it delayed gratification. If you've lived anywhere, say past 25 years old, you know majority of how things taste or purchased or experienced. Delayed gratification is just holding off a little bit because you have a strategic plan. You have some goals in place with a mapping on how to achieve those goals, and you make that the priority, and then you reward that part of it after you have achieved the goal and the level you want to reach in your business from a profitability perspective. Okay? So now, as the name suggests, the profit first accounting method prioritizes profits before dealing with operational expenses. Small business owners take profits out of the cash deposits from their sales. So just like we say, well, there's a certain percentage I'm putting aside for my giving, a certain percentage I put aside for my investments. You know, in our book club, social club, as we're talking strategies and experiences, you may hear things like the 10-10-80 rule. Now, I got that from church. 10% to God, 10% in your savings, or, you know, in your emergency fund or whatever, and you live off the 80. I've also heard the 30-70 rule, where it's 10% you're giving, 10% for your investments, 10% you pay yourself, and you live off the 70, meaning you look at your expenses and make sure that it stays within that percentage of the remaining of your income. It's possible, it's doable, it's achievable, it's attainable. We're seeing that in our life-changing alliances and in our Magnet Exchange and in our Mindfulness Creations book club, social club. We see the effects of it. We know it works because we're working it. The core principle behind Profit First is flipping the traditional view of accounting and cash flow on its head by changing the equation used to calculate. Now, for my, trigonometry people, my algebra people, y'all know how to flip them scripts to make them formulas do what it do and prove them to be effectively correct. Same concept. Profit First is a great idea for small business owners who have trouble managing their cash flow. Now, I'm not going to give away some of the secrets of this book. I'm going to tell you, you need to read it. You really need to read it. I have had a entirely different view, and knowing the accounting side and its structure, but seeing the active fruit of it being done by reversing the equation, it's like, oh my God, it breathes a fresh of breath air throughout your business, your organization, and even your ministry. It's also the perfect approach for businesses that want to stay small and not grow. Now, let me qualify that statement. It depends on your industry. It depends on your ideal clientele. It depends on your products and services. It depends on what you can handle, because there's that infant stage, that's that crawling stage, that's that walking stage, and that quick little wobbly run stage of your business until you're able to be mature. Some people just want that, what I call that country feel, or that small town feel, that they just have that particular ideal market that they want to service. They can handle it well. Their profits are good. Their margins between their expenses and their revenues are good, and they have that personal touch. I said it on yesterday. There will never, I don't care how vast and how intricate our technological system, or technologies and our technological system, there we go, gets, there will never ever be a substitute for the personal touch, because that's the way God designed us. God designed us to be touchable, to be reachable, to be able to connect. And we're using artificial means to connect, but we're losing the personability. You have the power and the opportunity to take your business and keep that personal touch. We talked about writing that handwritten note. And as long as they have a postal system where you can mail it, or hey, do some type of handwritten note. I mean, we have annotate and all these kinds of things where it can still look like it's a little bit of your handwriting, but that personal touch, that personal note, sending those flowers to say thank you for the services that you provided for me, goes miles and miles way beyond, and it creates a customer and client loyalty. It even can create a B2B loyalty where, I mean, with the situation that I've had on yesterday, I was given such excellent service that on today, I'm going to do something for those persons that served me yesterday, because they made a challenging situation so easy, so having the ability to deal and cope and keep my head straight while I'm handling the business, that you gotta show appreciation to people when they do provide good customer service, because unfortunately it is becoming a little rare. But in your business, in your organization, in your ministry, you have the responsibility to be able to give that type of service. So for a small business, in this concept that I pulled out from the book, they're saying it's to keep that personal touch, where you know your customers by name, like the Cheers sitcom, everybody knows your name. That means something when you have business. That creates loyalty. That creates referrals. That creates people giving you good constructive feedback, and putting right ratings on your Google searches and different things of that nature. So there's a way to take current technology and bring it to your advantage by still having that personal touch. And if you are looking to grow, this is still a excellent foundation to develop the right habits, the right spending habits, the right looking at your financial portfolio in general in your business, and making sure that you are leaving room for growth. It doesn't stop from growing, because depending on your industry and your customer service, it's going to grow exponentially anyway, because you're not chasing money. You are chasing customer satisfaction, and the monies will chase and follow you down. So that is critically important to understand and to know. So with that being said, you guys need to get this book. Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. Did I say that right? Mike Michalowicz. You need to get it. You need to get it. You need to get it. All right. So with that being said, please leave your comments and better yet, give me your takeaways either on my Instagram channel, that's Success Beyond Strategies, that's STRATEGZ, or on my YouTube channel at Lady Vern, LADYVERNE. You can also give that information on my website, Success Beyond Strategies, that's STRATEGZ.com. Let me know that this is being a help to you, that it is giving you what you need to help achieve your goals in your business journey. And I would appreciate that because I need to know that I am being effective for you. So remember, trust your journey. Adventure has called. And when you sat down and put that entity together, you answered. So since you've done that, know that you did not wake up today to operate in mediocrity, because you are not mediocre. Just count your blessings and have a wonderful Work It Out Wednesday. Bye-bye for now.